Welcome to Clay Center Community Middle School, home of the Bengals. We're located in Clay Center, Kansas, population approximately 4,700. Our school is home to 6th, 7th, and 8th grade with a total enrollment of 273. We are a rural community where 39% of our students are bused to school each day. Our district encompasses 632 square miles, including 4 small towns surrounding Clay Center. 42% of our students qualify for free and reduced lunches, which puts us in a low socioeconomic area.
So where do we begin? At the beginning would be a great place. In May of 2018, we were asked as a school to vote if we wanted to be a redesigned school, and we voted yes. But what was redesign? We didn't find out until right before school started that we were accepted, and we had a lot of work to do. Our heads were exploding like the cascading drainage ditch by school. We weren't for sure what redesign was or how to get started, so we asked the experts, our students, and here are a couple of their answers.
I think the redesign process is a way for the school to help prepare kids for their future jobs. In our school, I would like to see the redesign process change some of the classes we have. I think that we should have more hands-on classes. We should have more classes like Intro to Construction and Industrial Arts for every grade, not just 8th grade. If we have more of these classes, there would be more students interested in coming to school. Also, it would help the kinesthetic learners understand more. We don't have enough classes for kinesthetic learners like we do for auditory and visual learners. I believe if we had classes like these, some students would have better grades because they would be able to figure things out instead of trying to learn by listening and watching.
I think redesign is a new way to prepare kids for the lives beyond high school. I think we could redesign what classes we put kids in, not just by age but by skill level. Students will accomplish and learn more by moving at their own pace, not just academic classes either. I think we should have more classes that will teach us how to do our jobs that we want as adults. We do a pretty good job preparing us for college, but I think more classes to help introduce us to our job skills would help.
We gathered our RST Redesign School team, got our subs for a year, and off to work we went. Gathering data, building investigation teams, sorting data, gathering more data, looking at our trends, asking our stakeholders what a perfect day of learning would look like for the future, and finally coming up with a why we needed to change.
So what is our why? To develop and apply skills to thrive in our changing world. And our vision statement is to remind us, innovating to inspire our future. Our mission inception was complete.
As we began to build our launch pad, we took the data from the stakeholder surveys and discussions and began to look at possible prototypes. Not only did we look at data, but we had several on-site visits to launch schools to get information from them.
As a district, we started spreading the word. Social media, parades, booths, handing out stickers, public videos, and up-close television interviews. Whatever we could come up with to draw an interest and get the word out what we were doing for our students' future.
Following the Kansas CAN vision and 4 redesign principles, we began prototyping in student success skill area. One-on-one advising time. Flexible seating.
Social emotional time, building relationships with teachers and friends. With choice during Bengal break of places to go and things to do. After many pivots, Bengal break became a favorite.
In the design principle of personal learning, this one was probably one of the hardest for us to attack. Allowing students to be in control of their learning at their speed and their choice of how they learn best was hard to take out of the control of the teachers. We prototyped personal learning in all 3 grade levels in the core areas of 6th grade math with Dreambox, 7th ELA with Playlist, 7th science with project-based learning, and 8th grade social studies with the Pearson curriculum.
Real-world applications gave students the opportunities to show their talents in flight design, drafting, building, community service, growing, community issues, life skills, such as sewing, cooking, and job interviews.
We have such a great community, so working in the area of community engagement is easy. Our community is so supportive of our school district that they back us and are always willing to help us in so many ways. From coming to the classrooms to help or share, to letting us come and tour their business and learn about their careers. Sharing about our redesign trip thus far is exciting to share with them. Let's listen as some of our students share with our District Board of Education.
I'm Megan from Claycenter. I'm an 8th grader at Claycenter Middle School. Redesign has given many students a lot more freedom. I know it gives everyone more choices, to do work, go outside, or just talk to friends and make more independent choices.
I'm Sarah Beth Martin. I'm a 7th grader at Claycenter Middle School. Redesign has impacted me so that I have become more responsible with how I choose to spend my time and work on things that I should have to get done with apps so that I don't have to do it after sports practice.
Well, and our second pause, every week we do the thumbs up or thumbs down on how redesign has been going. So on Bengal break, they'll say how everyone likes it, and they'll look at how everyone voted.
They've helped students to go to certain places to help them get their grades up if they have low grades, so that they don't fail a class. And they send out a lot of surveys to get our input, what we think about it.
In middle school, your guys' schedule kind of changed recently, and you're not not every day is 8 hours a day. So can you explain how that changed? I don't know, was it a week or two ago?
Well, so we have Bengal break, which replaced 6 hour, which is where you just go to a class app. We ate. Well, okay. Well, first it started with an hour, and you gotta eat and go to a class and work or talk and do whatever. But that kind of got out of hand. So we
to rein it back in.
Yeah. So we did class grade eating times, and then you have after your 5th hour, we had 25 minutes to just go to a class, work, and you have to stay there and get your paper signed, so it's proof that you were there. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, we have block schedule, and it's odd.
It's odd
Odd days.
and Fridays,
Yeah.
even days. And so then it's not bad, but it gets to be a long time in one class, learning
Right,
about
depends on
the
what
same
you're
thing.
doing, huh?
Yeah.
Documenting and tracking the prototypes helps the teachers to know what is working and what may need to be pivoted. Sharing the scoreboards where the information is available to all students helps to encourage them to keep our numbers high or low depending on the prototype. Not only do we have school scoreboards, but teachers are also keeping classroom scoreboards for the prototypes they are doing in their classes for all to see.
One thing that was told to us over and over was that you can't have too much communication to your stakeholders. And that is totally true. Lots of surveys were and are sent out to continually get feedback. Social media, local media, monthly updates are other ways we have kept our lines of communication open.
As we are getting ready to launch for our next school year, we felt that one of our students reflected on Redesign well.
My name is Catherine Sperlin, and this is my reflection on Redesign. Last year it was normal. We had paperwork and assignments. We had a schedule that seemed to go on, and now we have fun. The classes are longer, that's true, but we do projects. We have a break to catch up, to read, to have fun. We do what we must when we must do what we're told, to learn and do projects. We go outside when it's warm, we do blogs and slides, and we choose our reports. We sit where we want, we work when we must, and we try our hardest when a test comes our way. Yes, Redesign has done this. Redesign has changed our school. For better, for worse, I think better. Because I sit where I want, I work when I need, I have fun when I get to, and I get to learn new things with computers, with managing time, and I get to practice how to rhyme.
We are excited about the opportunity to launch our plan that will engage students, build relationships, and hold students to a higher standard of learning for our changing world.